From Software, the developer of Dark Souls 3, are popular for leaving unused content in their games, whether they are stuff that were left out of development or future DLC content. And today we're gonna be taking a look at some unused weapons that are left in the game files, and only weapons, so that means no names, icons, descriptions or movesets, but we can still speculate upon them, and there are some pretty good stuff there, so let's roll. First, we have this green sword, which if you didn't notice already, it is actually the Sword of Avowal, which you use in the questline of Furia of Londor, and in-game it is a key item and cannot be equipped as a weapon as mentioned in the description, but we do know that it is a ceremonial Sword of Londor and it is used for the ritual of Avowal to presage the true Lord of Hollows. And upon closer inspection you can see that some part of the sword is actually bronze or brass. Now, for a quick science lesson, bronze and brass turn green due to chemical reactions between the copper in those alloys and the atmosphere, especially water, and water reacts with the copper in them, which is called oxidation, turning them green over time. So this is how the sword was supposed to look like before all the stuff I mentioned happened. And it seems that it was supposed to be a wieldable weapon, but they scrapped it, or that we might be getting Londar DLC, which is probably what is going to happen. Next we have is this golden dagger with white runes inscribed on it. Now I think this could be related to the Lady of Darkling or the Firekeeper of Anorlando that you meet in Dark Souls 1. I think it's because of the crescent moon on the top, and both the brass set and the dagger are gold with white inscriptions on them. So for me, I'm gonna call this weapon the brass dagger, or maybe the crescent moon dagger. That sounds good as well. Next we have is the stony looking sword, which is possibly a rapier, and it also has some inscriptions on it, but the coolest thing about it is the hilt of the sword. Just look at that. As soon as I saw it, I got a Bloodborne vibe from it, as it does indeed look like the statues from Bloodborne. But going back to Dark Souls universe, the hilt is kind of similar to the statues that you find in the High Wall of Lothric, and if we can at least find the significance of those, we can speculate upon that. Maybe it has some links with Londor, as I feel that Londor is a place that looks like Yharnam, that's how I imagine it, and instead of werewolves and beasts, is full of hollows. But let's stop wandering off to other universes, please. Next we have is this golden sword, which could be a long sword or a great sword, but what I like about it is the hilt, which looks very different than a normal sword hilt. And there seems to be some inscriptions and runes on the sword, which you can see on the screen, and if you see these runes elsewhere, make sure to hit me up in the comments so that we can have more info about this weapon. But for now, I think that it might be related to the same context of the Scholar's Candlestick or the Cleric's Candlestick, because they are the weapons that have different looking grips and pommels and look special in this case, and they are gold and kind of give the same vibe, so I don't know, give me your opinion on that. Next we have is this burnt sword, which in my opinion could have been the prototype weapon of the Soul of Cinder, since it has the fire effect on the sword, and it looks ancient in a way, and it does have a vibe from the Possessed Armor Sword from Dark Souls 2 if you remember that weapon, as both have the fire effect and have the handle broken in a very similar fashion. So this wraps up this video today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please consider giving a like to this video and subscribe for more content, and make sure to check out my other cut content videos, and yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Bye bye.